So, the Multiverse of Madness. Pretty crazy, yeah, it was very, very crazy to watch, yeah. But wouldn't it be kind of cool to experience the Multiverse of Madness? Yeah, that would be very, very cool, just to see what it's like. Well, let's find out. Things just got out of hand. Oh, well, where did that come from? Oh, how silly. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, let's not do that again. That was very weird. Just as weird as that fucking weirdo over there in the corner. Like, what is she doing? Like, look how weird she is. Like, such a weirdo. Oh my god. God fucking damn it. She's pretty fucking creepy in this movie. Hey guys, welcome back to the Grey Ones channel and welcome back to a movie review series, and the movie I'm reviewing today is a Marvel movie. It's an MCU movie. Oh my god! It's directed by the same guy who did the original Spider-Man trilogy, so that's pretty good. Oh, and he also directed that. And we've got multiple different characters in this movie, like Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, and yeah, she's just fun for the whole family. Damn it! And yeah, she just likes to stare at the camera and just look into your soul. Thanks a lot. And the movie is Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. So Doctor Strange has returned and is teaming up with a girl who can travel through the multiverse. And eventually, he needs Wanda's help. And yeah, shit happens. Now, the reason I'm saying it like that is because I don't know if I can actually say the actual plot of this movie, because I don't know if it counts as a spoiler. So I can't really say what's actually going down in this movie. I can say that Doctor Strange meets up with a girl whose name is America Chavez, and she can, like, travel through the multiverse, and then multiverse shit happens. So yeah, so that's all I can really say. So first and foremost for the review, what did I think of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? I thought it wasn't too bad. I thought it was a pretty fun and a very dark MCU movie. There's a lot of stuff, very, very violent stuff that goes down in this movie that I was surprised. I was like, geez, I can't believe Marvel actually got away with this. This is really gruesome. I can actually say that for an MCU movie. There's actually some gruesome stuff going down, and yeah, this movie is pretty crazy at times, which is not surprising. It's an MCU movie. So yeah, before we get into some of my issues I have with the movie, let's get into the positives. Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, has returned, and yeah, he's pretty good in this movie. I always found him a little too jokey and just cracking so much jokes in the first movie, kind of like your typical MCU character, just constantly cracking jokes, and he is kind of like that in this movie once again. But overall, he was still pretty enjoyable this movie, and he plays like 3 different versions of himself, which was also very, very cool. And yeah, he wasn't too bad. And we've also got characters like Wong in this movie, and yeah, just like Doctor Strange, he's also just cracking a couple jokes here and there that aren't always funny and are sometimes funny. It's just your typical MCU humor. But you know, you still fear for him, hoping he doesn't get killed, and he's still a bit of a likable character, and you do still worry for him, hoping he doesn't get killed. So Wong is given quite a bit to do in this movie, so he's not too bad. But we gotta talk about Scarlet Witch. Holy fuck. I can't really say much about her and what she does in this movie, but Jesus Christ, she was terrifying in this movie. She was legitimately creepy. I can't say anything really, but Jesus Christ, she was really good in this movie. She was probably my favorite character in this movie. She was really creepy, terrifying, and really badass. Oh my god, she did a lot of stuff in this movie, and she was creepy. I found her legitimately terrifying. So Scarlet Witch was probably my favorite character in this movie. She was really good. Oh my god, I can't say anything, which sucks, but she was really good and very creepy. Obviously, Sam Raimi did direct this movie, and if you've seen movies like Drag Me to Hell, you would know how weirdly and creepy he directs his movies. It's very much present in like the Spider-Man movies. Like, yes, yeah, it's Spider-Man, but he also does include some really creepy but also some really silly stuff in those movies, like this scene. Yep, pretty terrifying, pretty creepy, and then he does this. So yeah, there is this very wacky side and this very creepy side when it comes to Sam Raimi's directing. And it's very present in this movie. It really helps unleash the madness in this movie, the multiverse of madness. So yeah, Sam Raimi's directing is pretty crazy in this movie. The CGI and special effects in this movie is good. I could easily just nitpick and be like, oh, that doesn't look very good. Oh, that doesn't look very good. I'm not going to do that. Like, there's no point. Like, the CGI is good. It's fine. No, there's no point. So the CGI special effects is pretty good in this movie. And there are, since it is a multiverse movie, there are some cameos in this movie. Some people make an appearance, and it's very cool. And yeah, it's very cool, and the way it's handled is very fun. There are some really fun stuff in this movie, some really crazy moments, and like I said, some really brutal and gruesome moments, which is very cool to see in an MCU movie. Very, very cool. What else? Oh yeah, the new character, America Chavez. Yeah, her. She's like with Doctor Strange throughout the whole movie. Like, you know, she has the ability to travel through the multiverse, and to be fully honest, she really is just kind of like a damsel in distress throughout the whole movie, always in trouble. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. And you know, she's given a bit of a backstory, but you know, it's just a little bit, just a bit of a backstory. I really don't have much to say about her character. I'm sorry, I really do not have much to say about her character. She was fine. She was not too bad. She was just fine. I just don't have much to say about her. She was okay. Just fine. Yeah. Alright, well, that's all I can say about my positives about the movie, since this is a spoiler-free review. So let's get into some issues. Oh no. One pretty disappointing thing about this movie is that it's 100% a Doctor Strange movie and a Scarlet Witch movie. But it's really not a multiverse movie. It really isn't. It doesn't feel like there was enough multiverse stuff going on. Yes, there are a couple cameos here and there, but really, it just didn't feel like enough. I really hate saying that, but I'm sorry. I didn't feel the multiverse of madness. I didn't really feel that. I felt some of the madness, but I didn't feel the multiverse of madness. And it's definitely a Doctor Strange movie, but not really a multiverse movie. And hey, it's not a bad thing that they're trying to focus on Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch and everyone else and not really focus too much on the multiverse stuff. But if you're going to title the movie Multiverse of Madness, then just do stuff. Just go to different universes and maybe show off more cameos or something. I don't know. And I don't know, just maybe don't focus on one specific universe. Maybe try to explore a bit more. But yeah, the movie didn't really do that. There are some multiverse stuff, you know, and there's cameos and whatever, but I just felt like there should have been more. So yeah, there's a lot of madness, but maybe just a little more multiverse stuff would have been great. I'm just saying. I said I wouldn't nitpick about this, but some of the CGI isn't great. Like, for an example, there is a shot of, like, this squid monster holding up Doctor Strange, and if you look really closely at Doctor Strange, he looks so fake. Like, it's really bad. He looks really, really fake. So some of the CGI isn't great. I'm sorry. It's good. It's pretty good for the most part, but some of it, you know, if you just look really closely, you can be like, oh god, that's not great. That is not good. Characters like Mordo, who was introduced in this movie, kind of just really, like, disappears from the movie really weirdly. He just, like, he's shown in the movie, he's there for a while, and he disappears, and I'm like, oh, okay, he'll probably come back. He never comes back, and it feels really weird. Just the way that character disappears from the movie just felt really weird. I'm like, okay, he's just gone, I guess, sure. The ending of the movie felt really, really silly, and I think it was meant to be really silly, but it felt a little too silly, and to be fully honest, there are a lot of scenes in this movie that feel a little too weird. I mean, yes, I know Sam Raimi, I know the way he directs and stuff, but some stuff did feel a little too wacky, I'm not gonna lie. This didn't really affect me too much, but some of the cameos did feel a little bit like a waste, like, just, I don't know. This didn't really affect me too much. I know a lot of people complain about what they did with the cameos in this movie and stuff, and how they kind of, like, wasted them, but I don't know, it didn't really affect me too much, but I guess you could say with the cameos we did get, they felt a little bit like a waste, you can't lie. But, I don't know, it didn't really affect me too much, and I don't know, I mean, the movie has its typical MCU humor. What's the point of talking about this? This is just the MCU's humor in, like, every single movie. Like, what's the point of, like calling it an issue at this point? Like, they do it every single time. What's the point? But overall, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is a pretty good movie with some really dark stuff going on, especially with Scarlet Witch, and Doctor Strange is a pretty enjoyable character once again. You know, some of the CGI and special effects aren't amazing, but most of it looks very good. You got a couple cameos going on here and there, which is really cool, and just a bunch of crazy stuff. And yeah, overall, Doctor Strange 2, not that bad. And would I recommend you go see Multiverse of Madness? Well, definitely don't go into this movie thinking that it's just a bunch of multiverse and different universes and cameos all around and stuff. That's not what it really is. It's just a Doctor Strange and a Scarlet Witch movie full on. That's all that's trying to focus on. Not about cameos and about different universes and the whole multiverse. It's just a story about that, just about Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch and stuff. That's basically what it is. There is still quite a bit of madness to be found in this movie, so you could still have a lot of fun and enjoy the madness. So yeah, go check it out. Alright guys, this is going to be the end of my review of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Thank you guys so much for watching. Post your comments down below what you guys thought of Doctor Strange 2. If you thought it was good, bad, okay, good, bad, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. But I just feel like watching the Multiverse of Madness just wasn't enough. I feel like I really need to experience the Multiverse of Madness for myself. So yeah, let's go.